I was there in November and it was pretty scary, yeah.
I mean, that Bear Grylls programme, it looks really hardcore. Did you have to think long and hard about doing it, or...?
No, stupidly.
Really?
Must be really... well, I'm not really a sort of reality person, and when this came up, I just thought, actually, it felt very different. It felt like I would be... And I'm quite a physical sort of person, so I sort of jumped to the challenge, and I quite like him. I watch a lot of his programmes.
Yes,
and I thought, yeah, why not? But I don't think anything could have prepared me for what... And also, it was so much harder than the year before.
Did it feel like, when you were doing it, like, did you have that moment where, why did I get into this?
Every night. I mean, but you were so exhausted all the time because we basically lived off of soldiers' rations. So we were on sort of 500 to 800 calories a day.
Did you have to drink your own wee?
And I drank my own wee, yes.
Oh, my word.
Actually, it's supposed to be quite good for you. It's supposed to be good for you. But
you're looking beautiful.
It was... I wouldn't suggest doing it at home.
I think that's the opposite of a wine tree.
But I'm glad I wish I'd learnt basic things like how to tie rope properly, how to use the compass, just silly things that I didn't know.
Was there anything that you did do to prepare for it?
I went to the gym, but I normally go to the gym really anyway. I tried to give up coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't drink that much anymore, so that was fine, but it was the coffee that was sort of hard.
Did you not even have a little glass of wine in the evening?
No,
we're talking about de-stressing. You couldn't even do that.
They don't slip you anything on the side? Just like, hey, this is really tough. Go on.
I did nick some wine gums once out of one of the crew members' pocket because I was so hungry and shared them amongst all of us, you know.
You know things are bad when you think that's good.
But I'm glad I've done it. But I would say if anyone was thinking about doing it next year, really seriously think and make sure you are physically and mentally. It's not just the physical that you're mentally prepared.
But were you not supposed to do it the first time around, and then it was a bit of a...
The first series where they went to Costa Rica, I was going to do it, and then I had to pull out because my daughter got really sick and her dad died. So I just felt like, obviously, I need to be where my family need me. So, and so when the chance came again, I thought, oh, well, I'm meant to do this, so I jumped at the chance.
Of course. Now, you talk about, you know, being fit. You've been working, obviously, with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which I always dread saying. So I'm only going to say that once. How is that going? There you are, looking resplendent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh.
I say.
My pyjamas are a little bit high there, aren't they? That's our new Baron, Sean Williamson. We had Phil Jupitus recently, and yes, I mean it's hard work. I was in Nottingham last week. We had 2 shows yesterday. Came up this morning. Got another show tonight, and it's been again a great challenge, but it's exhausting. Touring, you know, Linda, it's quite exhausting.
Do you sing in it then?
I sing.
Is touring not supposed to be great fun? You're out partying every night.
No, you're joking.
No?
Well, no, the younger people do that. I don't do that. I live a bit like a monk on tour because I've got a generally quite husky voice anyway. I'd sound like Rod Stewart the next day.
He's made a career out of it. That's
true,
not a bad
actually,
thing.
No, you know what? I'm not into... I've done all that. I've been there. I just feel a bit like... I quite like going to my hotel room, watching a bit of telly and going to bed. And I don't really drink while I'm doing... I mean, you say you like a glass at night, but... I like to be in bed at 10 o'clock, Linda.
Well, I'm in bed probably about 11 after the wine.
But I find if I have a few glasses of wine, I can't sleep properly, or I go to sleep and I wake up. It doesn't help me sleep. It sort of does the opposite effect, unless obviously you know you drink so much you can't really but it doesn't happen.
Tell us a little bit about the Mayoress, because it's not only does the plot itself sound incredibly interesting, the whole process that's going on with the show.
Yeah, well, it's a new sitcom called The Mayoress, and the lady in the red dress is the Mayoress, Brenda Gilhooly, and Brenda has written it. Brenda's an old friend of mine. She was a comedian, an actress, comedy writer, and I think Brenda felt there wasn't enough comedy out there for women as well, females in comedy, and she tried to get this off the ground, and I think she got a little bit fed up of waiting around for commissioners because it takes a long time for things to happen. So she phoned up all her mates, us, and sent us the script and said, would you be interested in being part of it? And I'm going to try and raise the money through Kickstarter, and we're going to do it as an online comedy.
Oh, so cool.
That's a great idea.
So we're trying to raise the money. We've got a lot of it at the moment, and the idea is that we make 1 episode of it, and then we will try and sell it as an online comedy. but it's
Great,
actually
that's a good idea.
It's fun, you know. It's like a sort of old-fashioned sitcom, sort of thick of it meets The Vicar of Dibley, and we've got a great and a female mayoress.
But
as
also
well.
just the whole idea of taking control. I mean, look at Amy
you miss out the
Schumer,
middleman.
how well she's done in America, so taking control.
So many people now, people's viewing habits are changing. A lot more people are streaming. You've got Netflix, you've got Amazon. Everything is changing. And also, I think as actors as well, we need to be far more proactive and take control of our careers, because it's, you know, it's harder. It's hard for women out there generally in telly. We need more women on telly, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
And particularly in leading roles. You know, they're always the men, but the partners are always so much younger as well. But, you know, I'm not saying it's not just about women, it's just about getting a comedy out there and taking control ourselves. And also it's people power, because people feel that they're investing in comedy if they're comedy lovers as well.
It's true. Well, we wish you all the best with it, Michelle.
There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.
It's an absolute dream come true to be doing the jobs that I'm doing, especially as an X Factor reject. Do you know what I mean? Like, I should have been gone long ago. No, but I know exactly where I come from. So to be doing my own show is amazing. And yeah, this first week has very much been what works,
It's got a
what
bed
doesn't
in,
work.
find its
Can I just
it's
say
like
on
the
X
teeth. It's like
Factor
the
front,
teeth.
I just like to, the teeth are beautiful, by the way.
Thanks, both.